For generations, Christianity in America was used as a weapon. Slaveholders preached obedience. They quoted scripture about servants submitting to masters. They tore pages from the Bible that spoke of liberation, justice, and deliverance. Enslaved people were taught a God of order, not freedom, a Christ of silence, not resistance. The Bible was not offered as truth. It was offered as a leash, and yet the very book used to justify bondage carried another message beneath the surface, a dangerous one. One about a God who hears the cries of the enslaved, a God who breaks chains, a God who brings empires to their knees. That message found a voice in Nat Turner. Nat Turner was born enslaved in Virginia. In 1800, he was unusually literate, deeply intelligent, and intensely religious. From a young age, he absorbed scripture completely, not selectively, completely. Where his enslavers saw a tool of control, Nat Turner saw prophecy. He read about Moses confronting Pharaoh, about Israel escaping bondage, about judgment falling on unjust rulers, about a Christ who came not to preserve power, but to overturn it. Nat Turner did not reject Christianity. He radicalized it. He believed God spoke directly to him through signs, visions, and scripture. He believed he was chosen not to submit, but to act. To white slaveholding society, Christianity meant stability. To Nat Turner, it meant reckoning. In 1831, Turner led one of the most significant slave revolts. In American history, not as a criminal, but as a prophet in his own mind. He framed the rebellion in biblical language: judgment, deliverance, wrath, renewal. This terrified the ruling class more than the violence itself, because Nat Turner exposed something they could not control, that the Bible they used to enslave could also be used to liberate. After the revolt was crushed, Turner was captured, tried, and executed, but his death did not end the fear he ignited. The response was swift and brutal. Southern states tightened slave codes. Teaching enslaved people to read became illegal. Black religious gatherings were surveilled and restricted. Why? Because literacy plus scripture had proven explosive. Nat Turner forced America to confront an uncomfortable truth. Christianity was not neutral. It could be wielded to justify chains or to break them. The same book that preached obedience also preached exodus. The same scripture used to pacify also carried the language of revolution. Turner's revolt did not end slavery, but it changed the psychological landscape forever. From that moment on, enslavers knew something irreversible. You could whip bodies. You could police movement, but you could not fully control belief. Christianity among the enslaved transformed after Nat Turner. It became quieter in public, but more subversive in private. Spirituals took on double meanings. Prayer meetings became spaces of coded resistance. Biblical stories became maps toward freedom. Nat Turner did not invent that transformation, but he made it undeniable. He showed that faith imposed from above could be reclaimed from below. That religion used for domination could be reinterpreted as a theology of liberation. That the Bible, once weaponized against the enslaved, could become a spark. History often paints Nat Turner as a fanatic, a villain, or a madman, but that framing avoids the deeper discomfort. He was a mirror. He reflected back the consequences of a system that claimed God while denying humanity. And in doing so, he revealed a truth that still unsettles us. You cannot permanently enslave people with a story that promises freedom. Eventually, someone will read it all the way through and act.